This is the mobile app which we are going to code today in the app lab on code.org. So it's a real-time mobile application which a user can use for interview purpose. So in this app, what how a user can use this app? First thing he need to do is he need to create the profile of the admin who can control this whole interview process. Fine. So this is the icon with which we can do that. Let's hit this icon and create one admin profile on this mobiles platform. So let's upload a photograph first. So right now we are creating an admin profile who will be controlling the whole interview process. So let's upload this photograph. So Rahul will be controlling the whole process of the interview. Let's now sign up, and this is the screen the admin is going to come across. Now he need to tap on this screen so as to see his profile. So here Rahul's pic is also reflected and his name and ID are also there. Fine. Now let's create two more profiles on this platform whom Rahul will be interviewing. Okay, so this is the user's profile that I'm creating. Now let's hit this button and upload a photograph for the first user. So I am uploading this one for now. And when we'll hit the sign up button, the user is going to come across this screen. Okay, so the profile has got successfully created and the admin's pic is also getting reflected over here. Now let's create the profile of the second user. So for that, again I need to select a photograph from here. Let's select this one. Fine. Now let's hit the sign up button and this. So the user's profile has got successfully created. Now as you can see, we have got this Rahul's profile who is working as an admin right now, and these are the two persons who will be interviewed by Rahul. Okay, now here as you can see on this admin panel we have got two boxes. One is the box in which Rahul will be putting the questions. He'll be placing the questions here, and in this one he will be receiving the answers. Okay, now how this whole interview process will happen on this app, that's what we are going to learn now. So for that, Rahul need to put a question here. So first of all he need to call one of these users. Fine. Now how he is going to call the users? There is a call button over here, calling button. When he will hit this button, so automatically So when he'll click on this button, automatically he will be able to see the name and email address of the person, of the user who has created his profile recently. Okay, most recently. So this Samira created her profile after Anita, so that is the reason Samira's name and ID is getting reflected over here. Now these are the two buttons which Rahul can use, which this admin can use for switching the profiles. So remember, we learned that coding for next and previous button. This is somewhat like that. Okay, if he will hit this button, so he can switch between Anita's and Samira's profile using these two buttons, next and previous button. Now let's put a question here for Samira and Anita. So the question is, Grand Central Terminal, Park Avenue, New York is the world's largest. Okay, so they need to complete this sentence. Let's send this question. So for sending the question, Rahul need to hit this send button, which is just next to this question box over here. Let's hit this button and see what's gonna happen. So the question has got successfully sent. Now how Anita and Samira are going to receive the question sent by Rahul? So for that, they need to hit this button which is there, which is getting reflected over here on this users panel. So this is how they are going to get the question on their respective panels. Now let's answer this question. So let's see what Anita is going to answer. Largest, it is the largest railway station. This is the correct answer. Fine. And some let's send this answer to Rahul. So the answer, so Anita has successfully sent her answer to Rahul. Now it's Samira's turn now. Let's see what is going to happen. So Anita and Samira, they both are done with sending their answers to Rahul. Now how Rahul is going to receive their answers? So if he need to receive Anita's answer, he need to access Anita's ID over here. And after that, there is a button which he can make use of for receiving the answer of Anita. So this is what Anita has responded with. This is answer of Anita for this question which Rahul has given to both of them. So this is the correct answer, right? So in order to respond, Rahul can respond using this text box over here. So this is the right answer. So for right answer, Rahul needs to write down in this text box this text right. Okay, and now let's hit the send button. So this answer is absolutely correct. Fine. Now how Anita is going to know about whether she has given the answer correctly or not, whether she has answered this question correctly or not? So for that, she needs to hit this get the result option, and this is how she is going to get the result. So her answer is absolutely correct. Fine. Likewise, let's ID. So this is Samira's ID. Now let's see what is the answer Samira has given for this question. Samira has also given the right answer, railway station. So let's see how Samira is going to receive the answer. So her answer is also correct. Fine. Now let's type one more question here. Entomology is the science that studies. Okay, so this is the second question. Now let's send this question to Anita and Samira. So for that, Rahul needs to hit this button over here, and I think Anita is going to receive it now on his panel. Yes, the question is here. And what about Samira? She has also got the question on her panel. Now let's respond to this question. So insects, this is answer Anita has responded with. And now let's make use of Samira's panel and respond for this answer. Information of rocks. Fine. So both of them have given two different answers for this question. Now let's see what is the correct answer of this question. So for receiving Samira's response, first of all we need to eliminate this tick mark over here. Now let's receive Samira's answer. What is the reply? What is the answer Samira has given for this question? So for checking that, we need to hit this receiving button. This is the answer of Samira and it is not correct. So Rahul need to write down here wrong, and let's send this reply to Samira. Okay, now for how Samira is going to receive this reply, she needs to hit this get the result button, and here she's got the reply. Fine. Now let's check out the answer of Anita, whether it is right or not. So for that, we need to come on Anita's ID so we can make use of these next and previous button for the same. Let's eliminate. So what is the answer of Anita? It is insects. We need to write down here right and send this to Anita. See, the image has automatically got changed to a tick mark, right? Now let's see how Anita is going to receive this answer, the result. So Anita has received the result over here. So this is how a person can interview two or more person, okay, on this platform, and it is a real-time mobile application. Anyone can use it on his or her mobile. Fine. Now let's check out the code which we have written for coding this mobile application on code.org platform. This is the whole code which you're seeing over here, and this is a screen which the user is going to come across when he will first access the app on his mobile. Fine. Now there is a label box which I have placed over here. It's an image, it's an image with name admin. When the user will hit this image, so he's going to get redirected on this screen with name admin register. Where is that screen? This is the screen. Fine. Now here the user, the admin person who is going to control the whole interview process, he need to sign up first. So for the same, he need to upload his photograph here, and he need to fill this form. Once he is done with that, he can hit this sign up admin button, and this is a code which is going to get executed So a table with name admin is going to get created on the data browser which is connected to this app, in which uh, all the things which the user, which the admin person has entered, are going to get stored in the form of a table. So the name, the email address, password, confirm password, and his profile pic are all going to get saved in the form of a table on the data browser. And after this, the user is going to come on this animated admin. This is the animated admin screen on which the user will come when after submitting his profile. Now after this, when the user will hit this image button which I've placed on this screen named admin, animated admin. So the name of this image button is upload admin. So this is a code which is going to get executed when the user will hit this image button over here. So the records are going to get fetched up from the table admin which has got created on the data browser, and all the information are going to get passed on this admin QA screen for these components which you are seeing over here. Okay, so this is admin email, this is admin name, this is admin email, and this is admin pic. So for all these, the information is going to get fetched up from that admin table, and the admin person will be able to see his profile pic, his name, and his email ID over here, just because of the code which we have defined here. Okay, and after this, this is the code which I've defined for this send question button. Once the user is done with writing the question over here, automatically a table with name question is going to get created on the data browser of this app, in which the question which the user has written over here, which the admin person has mentioned in this text box, it is going to get stored. Fine, let me just show you the table. So this is a table. As you know that we asked two different questions. The admin Rahul asked two different questions, and both the questions you will be able to see here. This is the first one and this is the second question. Fine, so this is a table which is going to get created on the data browser of this app, and after that the user will be able to see this label box with name, the name of which is sent. Okay, so this is going to tell the admin person that yes, the question which he mentioned in this text box over here has been successfully sent to the users, to the interviewers. Fine, to the interviewees, sorry. And now this is a button, this is a code for the sent button. When the user will hit the send button, it is going to go disappear. So this is a code which will make the sent label box disappear from the screen. What is going to happen when the user will hit this call button? Whoever has registered recently with the as a user, as an interviewee on this panel, his information is going to get pulled up from this table named users. Now how this table has got created, that's what we are going to study when we will talk about this users panel. Okay, so everything of the user is going to get fetched up from the users table, and it is going to get reflected, the interviewee name and the interview email, it is going to get reflected over here, as we have seen when the app was running, right, just in the beginning of this video. So here the admin will be able to see the interviewee name and interview email, and this is a code which I have made use of for coding these next and previous button in order to fetch the details of the interviewees. So if the user want to see the navigate between the users which have registered themselves on this platform, So he can make use of this next button and the previous button. This is a code for the next user button. Okay, so the value of X is going to get incremented by 1 every time the user will click on this next user button. Fine, and this is a condition which I have defined over here for changing the profile. Okay, and this is a code which is actually fetching the values from this users table, the value of name and email, and it is actually putting the value of name and email in this username and user email label boxes. This is a code which I have made use of for coding this previous user button. Fine, so the value of X is going to get decremented by 1 every time the user will hit this button over here, and he will be able to see the interviewee's name and email address. Now in order to fetch the answers of the user needs to hit this button over here, that is get answer button. So when the user will hit this button, the records are going to get pulled up from the table named answer. Okay, and the email ID, this is a condition which I've defined here. Okay, the email ID should match with the email ID which is getting reflected over here. So this is a condition we need to define so that we can check the answer of the person whose email ID matches with the email ID of that person who is actually given the answer of the question. Okay, now comes the code of this send result button. So this is a code which is going to get executed when the user will hit this send result button. So if the user will write here right, okay, this if the admin will write down here right, so it means that the user has correctly answered the question. Automatically we are going to see cross1.png. This is the image which I have got imported on this platform. Okay, this is the first image, and this is the right image, the tick mark image, and this is for the cross image which you are seeing right now over here. So if the admin will type here wrong, and he will send it as a reply to the answer of this question, so what is going to happen? He will be able to see this image over here. Okay, cross 1, and in case the answer is right, so the image which will get reflected in this image component with name image18, it will be right1.png. okay, and initially this this will not be visible to the user, this image will not be visible to the user. Besides, a table is also going to get created in which the result of the user is going to get saved. So this is the whole code. Let me just show it to you. This is the whole code, and everything, user's pick, text, his question, the answer which he has given, and the pick of the user, the result, everything is going to get saved here. Fine. Besides that, if you want to get rid of this image button, the admin person can click on this image and automatically it is going to go disappear. So this is a code which I have made use of. In case you do not know anything about these things, so what you can do, you can check out the basic lectures first, and after that you can code this advanced application. Now let's talk about user's profile. So this is all about admin's profile. So for user's profile, what the user has to do, he need to click on this image over here. This is the first screen the user is going to come across. So the image component, the name of this image component is image6. So the user needs to hit this button and automatically he is going to get redirected on this user register screen where he need to create his own profile. And when he will hit this sign up button, so this is the table which is going to get created with name users. Okay, this is the users table, okay, which we talked about earlier when we were doing that admin part. when we were discussing that admin part. So everything which the user has uploaded, his name, his email address, his password, okay, his photograph, everything is going to get saved in a table with name users. And after this, the user is going to get redirected on this screen 7. So let me show you the view of screen 7. This is a screen 7 on which I have got an image component, and on that image component I've got an GIF image placed. So this is a GIF image which the user is going to come across. Now when the user will hit this image 28, which is the name of this image component you are seeing over here, automatically the records are going to get pulled up from this users table, and everything is QA. And so when the user will hit this that image 28, everything is going to get pulled up on this screen user QA. Okay, the user will be able to see his profile over here, and admin's profile he will be able to see here on the top. So these are the two things which I have made use of. I'm fetching up the records from this users table also, and I have fetched up the records of this for this admin profile, for getting the admin profile reflected over here from this admin table too. Okay, now let's talk about what is going to happen, how the user is going to answer the question. So for getting the question which the admin has sent to the user, he need to click this button, the name of which is next. So when the user will hit this next button, automatically the records are going to get pulled up from this question table, and the user will be able to see the question over here in this question box. This is the code which is going to get executed when the user will hit this next button. Now once the user is done with writing the answer of this question, he can make use of this send button over here for sending the answer. Now when the user will hit the send button, one more table is going to get created, the name of which is answer, in which these are the various things which are going to get saved: user's name, user's email ID, his pic and question, and the answer which he has given. Fine, so everything is going to get saved in this answer table. And finally, when the user, if the user want to know his result, so he need to click on this this result button, and the records are going to get pulled up from the result table. Okay, we discussed it when we were talking about that admin panel, right? So the records are going to get pulled up from the result table, and here he will be able to see an image component which is image 9. Initially this image component will not be visible to the user. If the answer is right, so in that condition, if this condition is right, so the user will be able to see this image write1.png. If the records.i result, if the value of this column is wrong, so the user will be able to see this cross over here. So this is how the user can get to know whether his answer is right or wrong. And now comes the last part. If the user will hit this button, this image 9 button, automatically it is going to go hidden. It is going to go disappear from the screen. So this is the whole code. This is how I've coded this real-time mobile application. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Please do try it on your own. God bless you, and thank you very much for watching this lecture. Bye bye everyone.